This woman you see right here, she has innocent blood on her hands. She's Angela Merkel. But this video is not so much about Angela Merkel. I just want to talk about the idea of having blood on your hands and how this could reduce your chances of living forever. So when you have innocent blood on your hands, when you've hurt people or done anything to hurt other people or kill them or, evil things like that, there's a very important idea that these things could come back to hurt you. It's that old idea of karma. Now, I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in any of that. But karma does have a tendency of playing out in the real world. Because, in a very scientific, literal sense, not anything esoteric, not anything spiritual, but just that if you hurt other people, there's a much greater chance of someone coming back and hurting you. Because, if you have blood on your hands, you're going to create enemies. People are going to hate you. Just like they hate Angela Merkel, because she let in all these refugees, and a lot of them were terrorists, and now there's a bunch of rape and violence in Germany because of what she did. So people hate her now. So it's just this idea that I'm talking about. It's part of strategy. It's part of my personal eternal life strategy. I don't want to ever do anything unethical or have blood on my hands that it could come back to bite me. For selfish reasons, you would not want to ever do anything unethical. But then there's another reason. This idea of being innocent, of being blameless, is very important because if you do hurt other people, if you were unethical, or if you went against your own conscience, then you'd probably feel guilty for it. Unless you're a psychopath. If you're a psychopath, you could do evil things and you wouldn't even feel guilty for it. But if you're a normal person with a conscience and a sense of morality, if you ever go against that conscience, you will likely feel very guilty. And the problem with guilt is that guilt can be deadly. Because if you have guilt, you're much more likely to sabotage yourself. You see this all around the world. You see people who are guilty, and then they end up falling into some suicidal behavior. Because I think, and I've heard this idea expressed before, that we have a way of punishing ourselves. If we know we're bad, if we know we've done something bad and we feel guilty, we kind of punish ourselves. It's weird, but I think this is true. It's true in a lot of the cases. You do find people who feel guilty and they sabotage themselves and they're self-destructive. They self-destruct because they feel so guilty for whatever evil thing they've done. So those are basically the ideas I wanted to talk about. Just this idea of how important it is to be innocent, to not have any blood on your hands. Just be completely, innocent of any wrongdoing so that no one could accuse you of something, so that no one could... Oh, there's another reason as well, as the obvious reason. If you have blood on your hands, if you do anything bad to other people, well, most of those things are illegal, and so you'd also have the government on your case. You'd be probably put in prison or, even executed. So there's another reason. And if you ever get in prison, here's a good strategy to live forever. Be a law-abiding citizen. Don't commit any crime. Because if you go to prison, you are drastically reducing your chances of living forever. You think you're going to get to eat healthy food in prison? No. They're going to treat you like crap in prison. You're probably going to get raped, going to get STDs. This happens all the time in prison. It's tragic. It's horrible. Anyways, that pretty much covers the obvious reasons why you wouldn't want to have blood on your hands, like Angela Merkel. Being blameless, being innocent is straight up very good for your eternal life. Clearly. Being innocent, being a good person is always going to increase your chances of living forever. And so, now I know that everything I've said here should be completely obvious to smart people. Nothing I said here hasn't already been said. It's just basic common sense stuff. So, but I like doing that. I enjoy playing the role of Captain Obvious, just pointing out the painfully obvious things that everyone should already know. Like, yeah, don't be a criminal. Don't have blood on your hands. Don't kill people. Duh. It's so obvious, right? Well, I think it's important to have people playing the role of Captain Obvious. Because, for some people, this stuff could get lost. Maybe they don't understand these very basic, simple concepts, such as not having blood on your hands. Obvious, but anyways, thank you for listening. May you live forever.